And from there, he could see something he had never noticed before. Far beyond the meadow, beyond the forest, a massive dark shape rising against the night sky. The shape had been there all along, hidden in plain sight, too big to notice because it was part of the background of every night he had ever known. A mountain or a range of hills, so distant they looked like a single soft silhouette. The mountain's shape was gentle and rounded, not sharp or jagged. A protective curve that stretched across the horizon like a sleeping giant. The mountain rose from the flat land with a slow, gentle slope, like the earth itself had decided to take a deep breath and hold it for 1,000,000 years. Barnaby sat quietly and looked at the mountain. Its dark shape was calming in a way he could not explain. Something about that massive, distant form made him feel small and safe at the same time, held by the landscape itself. The mountain was the largest thing he had ever seen, and yet it was not threatening. It was like a giant parent watching over the meadow from a distance. The mountain's silhouette was the most reassuring thing Barnaby had ever seen. It rose slowly from the flat meadow, curved gently at its peak, and descended just as slowly on the other side. A soft, dark wave frozen in stone for all time. The mountain's curve was the same curve as a sleeping animal's back, the same curve as a rounded hill, the same curve that appeared in every peaceful shape in nature. The mountain did not move. It never moved. It had been there for longer than any creature could remember, standing guard over the meadow and the forest, a silent protector watching over the sleepy night. The mountain had seen 1,000,000 nights come and go, 1,000,000 seasons pass, and it would see 1,000,000 more. Its stillness was a promise of permanence in a changing world. Barnaby felt the mountain's presence like a warm blanket. The distant shape was a promise that nothing could harm this place. The mountain was too big, too steady, too permanent. A guarantee of safety written in stone. The mountain was the anchor of the landscape, the fixed point around which everything else moved. And knowing it was there made Barnaby feel anchored too. Moonlight touched the mountain's ridge, creating a thin silver line along its curved top, the only part of the mountain visible in the darkness. A silver thread stretched across the horizon, connecting the sky to the earth in a single bright seam. The ridge was the boundary between earth and sky. The place where the dark weight of the mountain met the infinite lightness of the stars. The silver line was so faint that Barnaby had to squint to see it. But once he found it, he could not look away. The moonlit ridge was the most peaceful boundary, where the dark mountain met the starlit sky, where stone touched light. The ridge seemed to glow with its own light, a thin silver line that separated the mountain from the sky, a seam of light holding the two halves of the world together. He breathed slowly, matching the stillness of the distant mountain, his body as still as stone, his breathing as calm as the unmoving ridge. The mountain was teaching him the art of being perfectly still, of being present and permanent. The mountain did not need to do anything to be beautiful. It simply existed in its massive stillness. And that was enough. The mountain cast a long, soft shadow across the far edge of the meadow, a dark, gentle shape that stretched toward Barnaby, not threatening, but embracing, like a parent's arm reaching out to hold a child from across the world. The shadow was the mountain's way of touching the meadow without moving. A long, dark arm of darkness reaching across the miles to remind the meadow that it was not alone. The shadow was cool and quiet, a place of rest and calm, and Barnaby felt its pull. The mountain's shadow was an invitation to sleep, to rest under the protection of something ancient and massive and kind. The shadow was a pathway of darkness connecting the mountain to the meadow, a dark bridge that Barnaby's dreams could travel across to reach the safety of the ancient hills. His eyelids grew heavier. The mountain's shadow seemed to wrap around the meadow, covering everything in a blanket of dark safety. The distant hills were a lullaby made of stone, a song that had been playing for millions of years. The mountain had been singing its silent song since before there were ears to hear it. And it would continue singing long after every ear was gone. Barnaby fell asleep at the highest point of the meadow, his small body facing the distant mountain, the dark silhouette rising against the starlit sky, the silver ridge glowing faintly in the moonlight. He fell asleep facing the mountain, as if drawing strength from its massive presence, as if the mountain's stillness was entering his dreams and making them deeper and more peaceful. The mountain stood guard through the night, unmoving, unchanging, eternal. Its shadow stretching across the meadow like a protective embrace. The ancient hills watching over every sleeping creature below. The mountain was the oldest thing Barnaby had ever seen, older than the oldest tree, older than the oldest rock, a witness to the entire history of the meadow and everything in it. Barnaby slept, the mountain's presence woven into his dreams, a massive, gentle shape standing guard over the little sloth, the distant hills and the sleepy sloth, connected by moonlight and the deepest sense of safety, a bond between the smallest and the largest things in the night. The mountain and the sloth, both of them still, both of them peaceful, both of them part of the same ancient night that had been watching over sleeping creatures since the beginning of time.